United States, we didn't see this version until Robert Lindsay came over and brought it. But I can tell you a little bit about the history of the production. So Lupino Lane was the first Bill Snibson. And Bill was a creation that he made in a play on the West End in the mid-30s. It was a very popular character that he had created. And so he wanted another vehicle for that character. And so he got together with Noel Gay and the composers of Me and My Girl, and they created this vehicle for Bill Snibson. So it was a character that was it was an actual play that got moved into this vehicle for Lupino Lane, and he also directed the piece. So we don't have a lot of information about that particular version. So when it was updated and Robert Lindsay took over that part, which is kind of an iconic part of Bill Snibson, that started working in the 80s, and that's the version that we look at today. The original cast, the original Broadway cast of Me and My Girl was 38 people, which is basically unheard of in Broadway shows now, but it was 38 people. We are doing it with half that. We have 19. So our actors, our singers, our dancers are playing multiple roles across multiple different genres of dance, and it requires a group of people who are willing to run off stage, change their clothes, and run right back on. And that's how we can accomplish what should be a 38-member cast in 19. You know, particularly when you're looking for lead characters. So you've got kind of a group of different characters. You have your lead characters, and then you have your ensemble. And in this situation, our ensemble needs to be able to do everything. Our lead characters, I look at actors more than I look for the singers or the dancers, because I feel as though actors give us the connection to the roles. And we forgive a little bit if you've got a missing note here and there, but we want you to feel the moments every time. So I'm a little biased toward actors over singers and dancers. However, when it comes to ensemble members, triple threats only apply, because nowadays that's all you can, if you only have 19 people to do a thing of 38, they all have to be able to sing, they all have to be able to dance, they all have to be able to act, and they have to do it, in lightning speed. So it's an extraordinary cast that is doing it for Jewel. Thing about doing the show now is that it's the same time period as Downton Abbey. So we have there's a lot of similarities with the whole Downton Abbey storyline versus this. There's the Duke and the Duchess and the landed gentry, if you like. There's an upstairs, downstairs to this. There's maids and servants and staff and that are also part of this. And then there's these two people that come from London that are kind of cockneys that invade this home. So I call it a sideways Downton Abbey because they're pretty funny, it is a comedy. So, but we kind of have a more deeper understanding for those who've ever watched Downton Abbey of that kind of time period, which is more fun because we have something to ground it in. Ultimately though, Bill Snibson's character, the character of Bill, who is the me in Me and My Girl, he's brought into this life that he is not accustomed to, kind of fish out of water. He's from London, and they're asking him to become the next Earl of Hereford. And how he negotiates deciding whether he's going to do that or not is kind of the fun of the show. But it also shines a light on what's family. What really is family, and what does it mean? What is having a family mean to you? Is it just having me and my girl? Is that good enough family? Is it having a line of succession? Is it really declaring love. Is that what constitutes a family? And we talk a little bit about that as part of our process as well. You know, what constitutes a family, and also understanding the class system. Who has the control and who doesn't? And in 1930s London, there were definite people who had control, who were in power, and who weren't. And how we behave with those types. Again, it's a comedy, so we don't take it all too seriously, and there is tap dancing. So, but the themes are about family and power and lines of succession. So. When you have a smaller space, like we do at Jewel, which is still a wonderful space to perform in, we get to break realism a little bit. And we do that in this performance. And I think that's what makes it so fun. I think we allow the audience to use their imagination of places that we're at. We use some interesting devices to make you know where you are, and we suspend a lot of disbelief, but we think it's pretty fun and keeps the interest going. So we're kind of excited about the theme that we've chosen about picture frames, and when you come to see it, you'll see what that's all about.